Good day everyone, I am Reyjelyn Acosta from B2LED 2B. So for today's video, I am going to tell you what I've learned in 5 contemporary trends and I will choose one to explain to you briefly. I've learned that language literacy is referring to the ability to read, write, and comprehend what we've read. Reading was once thought to be primarily a visual perspective skill. Then in literacy in industry, I've learned that the extension and measure of formal instructive action for the sake of education that was supported and authorized by true government strategy, rules, and mandates arrive at amazing levels. In laughter status, as I've learned that it was defined and understood by the educationists, policymakers, and social commentators. Example of these are the vision, mission, etc. Then next is Radial multiplicity. I learned on Radial multiplicity that we need to adjust in the new literacy abilities on the grounds. That as a future educator, we should follow the progression of our general public since nowadays innovation is extremely valuable. Radial multiplicity has a parts. That is our the oral literacy is the capacity to upgrade understanding abilities and impart successfully, which can be an assistance in our business, training, society, and some more. Visual literacy is about to give importance to each image that we see. Internet literacy is about how to utilize the various kinds of data that we get on the web. Then media literacy is about the various media and how to get the various implication of the different media. Science literacy is about how to get the various cycles and idea in science literacy. When we utilize the media or data, we should guarantee that we really want to know how to utilize it appropriately and try not to duplicate another person's work. Among those 5 contemporary trends, I chose literacy as an industry. Whenever this inquiry was posed, my quick belief was having the option to read and write. In any case, as I sat back in my seat and attempted to make a remark to the class, I understood education isn't genuinely characterized by that short definition, gave when gazed upward into the word reference. Rewinding back on schedule and once again leaving my underlying involvement in education wants to be an old, rare vehicle that doesn't run. As an undeveloped organism to life, I learned a lot more slow than the remainder of the pack. My stone hard head restricted how much information my mind could bite on. As I grow up, my skull turned out to be increasingly more penetrable to information and I figured out how to appreciate reading, composing, and furthermore working on my oral correspondence. Education in its most critical structure is having the option to translate feelings and sentiments, tracking down useful answers for the issues, and offering to other people. Literacy as an industry is the extension and measure of formal instructive action for the sake of education that was supported and authorized by true government strategy, rules, and mandates arrived at amazing levels. Literacy immediately turned into an extensive industry, including public and private suppliers of asserted labor and products at various ranks on the instruction stepping stool. Grown up and working environment education programs got formal acknowledgement, financing, and credentialing in a way already obscure. Subsidizing to suppliers was typically fixed to accomplishment, results, and responsibility techniques. Literacy teachers and education program suppliers look for educational program assets, instructive methodologies, and specific preparation for their work. Multitude of literacy advisors, asset designers, and expert advancement specialists immediately arose to meet the market for education, labor, and products. With regards to the custom of formal schooling, the conviction that such work ought to be grounded in research was likewise authoritatively perceived and, to a more prominent or lesser degree, subsidized. Literacy before long arose as a significant concentration inside instructive examination.